Goodie box, goodie box. Here we go.
We're letting a little secret out too. Look at that. Look at that. SPX in the back, dog. Woo wee.
That's for a later date. Let's get back to business here. So let's see. That's not a good one.
No, what's that? The dash? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We get just pull the whole thing out. It's like Christmas morning again. So these graphics are from our friend Mike.
Yep, big shout out to Mike at PWC. He does all the graphics on our channel, and he's done all the graphics for all of my builds forever. He actually donated these graphics for us. Mike and I originally did these graphics in like 2017. I traced out all the graphics for Mike, sent them in, and we were doing the carbon on the X4s at the time, so we just translated it right to the GSX. But they are sick. That one goes in the right in the front. Yep. Oh, dude, with the black hood. Oh, yeah. I know you can't see it, but I'm standing far away from it and looking at the camera. It looks gnarly, bro. Get out of there. Yeah, get it looks gnarly.
Oh, sorry, too low. My bad. My B. Still, I'm new to this.
They look sick, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna look badass.
All right, well, we're gonna degrease it now.
Give her a good wipe down.
Yeah, wipe all of our silicone and wax out, and then we'll start top down. So we'll do the dash. We'll do the sides where it says GSX. We already did the hood. I don't know if we showed them a little sneak peek of the hood.
Yeah, show the hood.
But we did the hood. So here's the GSX on the hood. It's a little dusty, but you can see how nice it looks. GSX. The Sea-Doo in white looks really cool, and that's got the blue outline.
Yeah, dash
on the whole
is cool
GSX.
Too. Got the matching.
Oh yeah, the dash is sick.
And this is cool. I like how he does this.
Yeah.
I like OEM stuff, so this will be.
Dash is sick.
That'll be nice up there. Yeah. Oh, let's check out that. That looks good. And then.
Oh, with the black bars, dude. Yeah. Oh my goodness, and the black caps.
Dyno with the black caps.
Yeah, we're rebuilding dyno. We're gonna do a video on it. Yeah. No, I'm just joking. We're not doing it.
Yeah. So there's a little taste of what's coming up next.
Sick. And the cool part is too is like obviously this is all one piece. So this white, which would normally be super bright and stand out because nobody really takes the time to wet sand and buff the hulls. Like I think our white's brighter than that white.
Yeah, this has a little bit of a blue undertone to it.
Yeah, like a grayish. Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll look nice.
Yeah, it looks super nice.
I think that's everything. Yeah, these are the other pieces here.
Yep.
So we're gonna lay these out, let them get a little flat here, and then get to work.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Nick and I, off camera, have put a lot of this together, so we're gonna go through it now. We'll start out with the UMI system. So this UMI system is off of a 2009 Sea-Doo RXPX. It's OE equipment. So we have the OEM finger throttle, we have the OEM button holders. Now the button holders were a little bit tricky because we had to take the harness from the 2009 RXPX and use those buttons to work with the holder, which we now have to go down into the hull and terminate those so it works with our MPEM again, but we got it all figured out and it's ready to go. We did Apex grips off of a RXP 300, which is like a 2023 model. We cut the bars, we slotted them, put the holders in, and they are bolted in. They will go nowhere, they're 100% locked on. We still have to get the finger throttle adapter, and we got a bar pad coming for it. But this turned out really nice. All of this was powder coated black. We got new buttons on it as well. The nice thing about this is that the desk post has been relocated pretty much to where when you're sitting or standing, your jacket lead is like right here. So we like the fact that the button holder or the desk post is now here versus here. Only problem with this is that if you're a member or if you own a GSX, up on top where your stock bar pad is, there's a couple buttons here for mode, which is in your gauges. We're gonna make a custom bracket for both the primer and the buttons. So we gotta do that, but most of it is 100% complete. The beeper is now relocated to right here underneath the hood, so it'll be nice and clear when you have the sounder go off. Cabling's all run, all of our wires are run. So UMI for the most part, I would say like 85% done. We have most of the engine interior together. We have our head pipe on. We have we have the water box in. We have our plumbing done. We have our hard jet kit, which is in our store now. So this will act more like a Rossier pipe. So that's complete. We got to change out this motor and put a cover on it, but the actual VTS is working. We have our filter in. We have most of our plumbing done. We have our oil pump in, which we painted black and then bench tested before we put it in to make sure it was to spec. So that's in. The cabling's on that. We're rebuilding carbs now. We're not going to show carbs rebuilding on channel because we've done it so many times and we have the DIY video. So if you need help rebuilding carbs, refer to that video. We did our bumper turf. So that hasn't been seen yet, but this is our bumper turf. It is in our store. We've been putting it on all of our skis. We actually just recently started putting them on the OEM bumpers so you don't have to remove them. Came out super clean, looks really nice. All right, big shout out to Mike at PWC Graphics. He helped us with this build. He sponsored these graphics, gave them to us. They turned out incredibly nice. He's actually got a new printer and everything else. His work was always perfect, but these, for some reason, seem more brilliant to me. I don't know if he used a different blue than we've used in the past, but they are so nice. The only other thing that we'll point out, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but Nick and I are both impressed with our wet sanding skills because the white on the hull in the sun is brighter than the white on the decal. So the hull turned out super nice, but with these graphics, it just turned out so much nicer. We got the nice Sea-Doo on the side. Come pan over to the Sea-Doo on the side when you get a second.
Oh, going the wrong way, sorry.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
I had it go.
Lot going on. So we got the Sea-Doo on the side. This looks super nice. We got our sponsons on, and we got our little bolt boys that we've been using for the nice blue accented washers. So we got all that done. Today we're gonna run fuel lines. We're gonna terminate our wires for our UMI. We're gonna fabricate all new harnesses and everything to work with the MPEM. We're gonna finish up our plumbing. We're gonna put our RV cover on. We're going to, which our RV cover has been resurfaced, so it's 100% OEM tolerances. We're just gonna try to button this whole thing up. So I think we got like the pump left.
Seat cover.
Yeah, seat cover. We're gonna do seat cover now. Like as soon as we're done shooting, while we're shooting right now, we're gonna do the seat cover. It's out in the sun, so we can stretch it real nice. Turf, did you show them the nice blue turf?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, turf turned out really good. I'm not 100% crazy about it, but Nick says it's nice. So maybe I think it'll look even nicer with the black and blue seat cover. But everything's on, this thing's coming together. It's been baking in the sun so that all the stuff is adhered perfectly. The graphics have been done for a while and they've been out in the sun. So no bubbles, perfectly smooth. So yeah, we just got final install on a couple little items, and then it's first start. And then once we hit first start it and run some water through it, then we'll take it to the river and we'll take you guys with us to do our break-in and our SBT torture test. So we'll do the torture test on it, break it in, torture test it, run it, give it away. And then I think Nick and I have talked about it, since this is an SBT and it has a 2-year warranty on it, we're gonna leave it up to the new owner to see if they wanna put the R&D head on it or not. Because technically, if you get this, then you have a warranted engine ski. If it was me, I think I'd wait, but it's up to the new owner's discretion. So we'll leave that up to the new owner. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we're doing a giveaway on this ski. All the details are on our website. Every ticket bought pays not as a like a raffle ticket, but it pays for the labor and material used on this project, because we're using all of the funds that we get from our store to build this project, which we're in the hole in. So go to the store and buy a giveaway entry if you would like. Otherwise, enjoy the video. All right, so the seat cover's on. Again, this one was from SBT as well. Shout out to SBT, who is our sponsor for this build. This is a HydroTurf seat, which if you don't know, they own HydroTurf. But just as a tip, if you're covering a GSX seat and not an XP seat, the GSX seats from the factory are glued to the foam. just because it's a more curved seat. So if your cover is in decent shape, it's best to cover over it. If you try to remove that existing cover from the foam, you're gonna end up tearing the foam up, and then it'll be pretty much useless. You'll have to like fill it in with silicone or whatever you can do to fill it in. But if you have a good condition seat cover and you're using a HydroTurf seat cover or a black tip seat cover, cover over the existing seat.
Boom, pro tip.
All right, so we got all of our wiring done. It was a little bit tedious, but what we did was we extended all of our wiring using factory cut wires from the RXP harness. So they're still like factory quality, everything else. We cut, spliced, soldered, then heat shrunk everything. All of our looming is going in the factory locations, so now we can pull our gauges off, pull all the connectors or our connectors off of the gauges, so we can put it through our newly painted hood, re-terminate the connectors, bolt the hood on, then the whole area in the front, and all the wiring will be complete. Off camera, we're gonna do the fuel lines. We've done a video on that before, so if you don't know about it, check our queue. We have a how to do your fuel lines. We draw it all out on a diagram and everything, super easy to follow. So we got fuel lines left, the hood left, waiting on a bar pad. Our seat you saw is done today. Our hard jet, we're gonna do off camera as well. That's one of our performance adders. So if you don't know about our performance stuff, visit our website, tavywrench.com. We have performance stuff in there like a hard jet, 88 nozzle. We're gonna start offering milled heads. So just stay tuned for that stuff. But this is pretty much wrapped besides the jet pump, fuel lines, and an RV cover. So on the next video, we're going to do the first start, and then we'll do like a walk around of everything that was done, everything that we added to it, give you kind of like a brief overview of what was done to the ski. And then the video after that will be us at the river, breaking it in, testing it, and doing some torture testing for SBT, as this was an SBT sponsored build.
All right, guys, thanks again for tuning into this week's video. Again, this is our GSX giveaway ski. We are so close to getting it finished for you guys. There are still spots available. If you do want to enter to win this, head over to our website, tavywrench.com, purchase yourself a ticket. In the meantime, we're gonna do some stuff off camera, and we'll see you guys next week.